Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today, I'm here to give my recommendation about this house will arrange the student in the class based on their academic performance and their intelligence rather than their age. So, let's begin to my first opinion. My first opinion is if we don't separate between the high intelligence student and the low intelligence student, the low intelligence student will obstruct the high intelligence student to improve his skill, to improve his knowledge. Why? As we know that if we are in the class and our teacher teach us, give us a lesson, give us a knowledge, sometimes the low intelligent student don't understand the lesson. So they are ask the teacher to repeat again the lesson. For the high intelligent student, it is a waste time because the high intelligent student has already understood this lesson. So it's make the low intelligent student obstruct the high intelligent student because if they don't repeat again the lesson, the high intelligent student maybe will gain a more lesson from the teacher. So let's begin to the second argumentation. My second argumentation is the high intelligent student will take all the change in the class. He will dominate in the class because they have a smart brain, they have a high intelligence, so they take all the change in the class. For example, the first, we are doing a presentation in the class, and the high intelligence student becomes a presenter. The high intelligence student will check all the course, it will check all the matter, will check all the speech argumentation, and will not give their teammates to give their recommendation. So he will not give a chance to their teammates to give a presentation. And then if the high intelligence student becomes a audience because they are high intelligent and they have a many questions in their brain, so they are check all the questions change to the presenter. The high intelligence student will ask more and more to the presenter and not let the low intelligence student to ask the presenter because they are have a lot of question in their brain. So the high intelligence student check all the change to ask the presenter in the presentation. The third, when the teacher give a question to the student, because the high intelligence student has a smart brain and they can think quickly, so they can complete the question more quickly than the low intelligence student. The high intelligence student will check all the question from the teacher, and it is make the low intelligence student has no more chance to answer the question from the teacher. So the high intelligence student will gain a more mark in the class, and the low intelligence student gain nothing from the class because all the change taken by the high intelligence student. So let's begin to the third recommendation. We know that the teacher will give a special treatment to a high intelligence student, and it make discrimination for the low intelligence student. We know that the teacher loves the high intelligence student sometimes, but sometimes they are ignore the low intelligence student because the high intelligence student. The teacher give more pay attention to the high intelligence student and ignore the low intelligence student. This make the low intelligence student feel bad, feel uh, discrimination. So it's make the high intelligent student and the low intelligent student will in the class in the fight in the class because this the discrimination from the teacher when and the teacher will sling on the high intelligent student answer because they love the high intelligent student. It's make the answer from the low intelligent student don't accept by the teacher. It's make a low intelligent student doesn't have a chance to give their answer to the teacher. So we know that the high intelligent student and the low intelligent student, if we does spread them by the academic performance, it will make bad impact for the low intelligent. I think we must do spread between the low intelligent student and the high intelligent student by their academic performance or their intelligence. So the low intelligent student can improve by their self and the high intelligent student can improve by their self and they can uh, learning studying by their potential in their body. I think that's all. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.